Welcome to Stockholm, Sweden, inside this new data center where BNP Paribas CIB has installed a part of its computing grid. It's particularly innovative, energy efficient and sustainable, with no compromises on performance. At full capacity, this data center will be able to provide heat to up to 20,000 homes in the local district. To understand why and how, we're going to take a tour and meet the teams behind this project. Let's go! Why did you want to open a new data center?
Ultimately, is to serve our clients better. To keep up with the growth of our market activity, we needed to increase our grid computing capacity by 20%. The question was, how to combine growth with sustainability? The answer was high-end technology.
How did you select suppliers? What were your main criteria?
Technology and operational performance, what we call TOP, is the bank's transformation guideline. Today, it's important to understand that BNP Paribas is also a tech company. To select suppliers for this new data center, we wanted to be sustainable and efficient on the microprocessors, servers, data center technology, and on the heat recycling. Energy efficiency is key because the best energy is the one we save. For that, we created an environmental and social questionnaire in which CSR criteria weight moved up from 5 to 40% on the total of the evaluation.
Here in Sweden, the power source is mostly hydro and wind. All our data centers use 100% renewable energy. It minimizes our carbon footprint. We design our data center to capture the heat from the servers, which otherwise would go to waste. We managed to capture up to 85% of the electricity in the data center and pass it on as heat to the district heating system, which takes part of the circular economy. We are dedicated to sustainability and therefore push the limits of efficiency.
Data centers are a resource in a circular city. All energy going into a data center is converted to heat in the servers and needs to be cooled off. In a cold climate, this heat has value. In Stockholm data parks, data centers sell their waste heat to Stockholm Exergi that reuses it in the district heating system. This data center has the potential to heat 20,000 modern residential apartments. To participate in the heat recovery scheme, At North cools the servers with a heat pump instead of a conventional chiller. The setup allows At North to deliver waste heat to Exergi at district heating system compatible temperature level. Data center heat recovery is a win-win-win concept. The data center gets a complementary revenue stream from selling the waste heat and strengthens its sustainability and resource efficiency. Exergi, us, optimizes the energy sourcing to the district heating system and reduces the use of fuels in its energy production. Stockholm, the city, increases its circularity and strengthens its digital infrastructure, making the city an even more attractive place to live in. Stockholm has set the target to be climate neutral by 2030 and fossil fuel-free by 2040. The scaling of data center heat reuse is one piece of the puzzle.
With more than 400 servers, this is BNP Paribas' biggest project in the world for high-performance computing this year. As servers produce a lot of heat, which technology have you used to cool them down?
The technology used here on the servers is direct liquid cooling, DLC. You need to understand that this is an evolutionary step for data center cooling because the thermal conductivity of liquid is very high compared to air. DLC used the exceptional thermal capacity of liquid to absorb and remove heat created by new high-power processors. Factory installed cold plate loops in each PowerEdge C6525 server connected to a rack and to the data center cooling networks, improve the overall operational efficiency of the data center by at least 30%.
Which solution have you selected for the microprocessors and why?
Microprocessors are also called CPUs, central processing units. They are like the brain of your computer, servers and data centers. We wanted to reduce our carbon footprint without compromising on performance. We have tested and compared several solutions before making a decision. With these CPUs, we can save up 30% power consumption for the same compute capacity.
Processors are traditionally compared in terms of their capabilities to provide faster time to compute. We are laser focused on improving energy efficiency, doing as much as possible compute per watt of power consumed. Today we see skyrocketing electricity bills, so microprocessors must operate efficiently. Using higher core count CPUs can help hosting more users and running more virtual machines and applications. As a result, business may be able to reduce the required number of servers in operation, saving of server power and cooling costs.
This project is a win-win with all our partners. We achieve to do much more with much less power consumption.
We only use renewable energy. The heat that we produce is recycled and it heats up to 20,000 homes.
It's a concrete example of how technology brings sustainable solutions
And how data center is one of the key levers in this strategy.